Must be completely out of your mind keeping Martin right there in the house. It's insanity. What if Pilar finds him?
Pilar has no reason to go into the basement.
Famous last words.
Father, I assure you, we have nothing to be concerned about. It's under control.
How could you have been so idiotic, Julian?
Father, I will personally see to it that Pilar and Martin never meet. You have my word.
I don't give a damn about your word. All I want is to see this fiasco neatly swept under the rug.
It's taken care of.
I can't believe how thoroughly you botched this up.
I have to go, Father. Someone's coming.
Fix this.
Oh, Julian, good. I wanted to talk to you about New Year's. Pilar and I were discussing...
I was thinking about giving Pilar the week off. Paid, of course.
A week's pay for no work?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right.
Well, that's peculiar.
What's peculiar about it?
It's just unlike you to give anything away for nothing.
Well, you know how I pride myself on my unpredictability.
What's the catch, Julian?
Beg pardon?
The catch, Julian. What's in it for you? I know you. Your middle name is ulterior motive. So, what's the catch?
Aside from not having to defend myself against character assassination, I also reserve the right not to answer you. I want her off for the week, or at least a few days.
Well, it's a total inconvenience. I need Pilar to help me with New Year's. There's no way I can possibly let her off now.
Find a way.
What are you up to, Julian? You're so tense. Your shoulders are up to your ears.
Oh, please.
What are you up to? Obviously, it has something to do with Pilar.
You're way off base, Ivy.
Oh, it's Martin, of course. Why else would you be concerned about Pilar, unless it has something to do with her husband?
I think it's safe to say this conversation is over with.
Speaking of Pilar, have you seen her?
No, I have not.
The last time I saw her, she was headed towards the basement.
What are you doing here, Pilar?
Mr. Crane, you startled me. I was returning these tools. The handyman left them upstairs.
Oh, well, I see. Forgive me for frightening you.
It's all right.
You probably have work to do, but I'll take these.
Okay. I haven't had a chance to speak with you since you came back from New Mexico. Have you heard from my husband?
No, not a word.
You don't have any idea where he might be?
Well, frankly, I doubt that you'll ever hear from him again. I think the best thing for you, Pilar, is to forget about Martin and get on with your life. You're still young. You'll marry again.
Never. I will stay faithful to Martin till the day I die.
Well, that's your decision. I prefer it if you would keep clear of the basement for a while. I'm working on some confidential files I have stored down here. You know, I don't want the confusion, people milling about.
I understand.
And could you let the other servants know the basement's off limits for now?
As you wish, Mr. Crane.
Now, do you realize what you've gotten yourself into by coming here? What if Pilar had seen you? What then, huh? What would you have said to her? How'd you dug yourself out of that one? Shut up! If Pilar had seen you, you know what she'd have done? She'd have called her son, and Luis would have been here like a shot. Because there is a warrant out for your arrest, Martin. You'd be behind bars right now. Luis is looking for you. They're all looking for you. Little do they know that their fugitive is already here.
Listen, Julian, I swear, all you have to do is just let me go. I'll leave town. No one will know that I was here. You'll never see or hear from me again.
If only it were that easy. But you are aware of what an APB is, aren't you, Martin? There's one out on you. The police would spot you before you got away. I can't risk letting you go.
What's going to happen to me?
That's a good question.
Well, I can't stay here. There's no telling what you're going to do to me, and I know what the Cranes are capable of.
You'll leave when I say you'll leave, and not a minute sooner.
No!
Oh, what no? You say that as if you have an option. We've already established that you don't.
No, don't leave me down here. There's no telling who might walk in on me.
You should have thought about that before you came back here. But if you're quiet, and you do exactly as I tell you, when the right time comes, I'll slip you out of harmony, and no one will be the wiser.
My ticket to freedom.
Mr. Crane,
Yes, Pilar.
may I have a moment of your time?
Of course.
I'll come right to the point. Until recently, the Cranes never said anything to me about Martin being a thief.
Well, it was never an issue.
And everyone assumed that Martin had just abandoned the family. I've always suspected there was more to it, but I've been afraid to investigate, and I encouraged Luis not to. I'm a realist, Mr. Crane. I had children to raise and a mortgage to pay. The Cranes have always been good to me.
But you felt something was amiss.
In the back of my mind, I've always feared that Luis was right, that Martin's disappearance had something to do with the Cranes.
Well, of course it did. Your husband stole money from Crane Industries.
But I don't believe it. Martin Fitzgerald worked very hard. He's not a thief.
Well, people are nothing if not surprising.
He was a God-fearing man, a decent man. I never talk about my suspicions to my children. I don't want to upset them. I want nothing more than for Luis to be at peace with the Cranes. Especially for Ethan and Sheridan's sakes. I love them as if they were my own. And I want them and all my children to get along.
What are you saying, Pilar?
I feel deep down inside that my husband will come home someday. And if it were to come out that you or any of the Crane family had something to do with Martin's disappearance, Luis would explode. Like David brought down Goliath, Luis could bring down the Cranes.
I really have no idea what you're talking about, Pilar. I've told you everything about Martin that I know, and if you think I'm worried about your son's anger, you're very much mistaken.
I don't know what happened in Santa Fe. I don't know if the man you found there is my husband. I don't know where Martin is or what happened to him. But I do know this. The truth will come out.
Perhaps you should answer that.
Yes.
I think I better make sure my basement guest and Luis never see each other again.